Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a bunch of stocks that I expect to have a very good chance of being in the new ARK Exploration ETF, which is going to be the ticker symbol ARKX. Now I believe that this is a massive catalyst. These do not come very often, so I'm looking to play this one very heavy. So with the ARK ETFs, so many people love investing in these ETFs and they trust ARK and Cathie Wood, and they have great historical returns in the past year, some of the best in the entire market. So, in my opinion, when this ETF comes out, there's going to be so much money flooding into these ETFs that the stocks that are going to be in these ETFs, they're going to go up like crazy because of all of this influx of funds. It's indirectly investing in these companies, and for that reason, they go up a ton, especially these smaller caps. They can be greatly affected. Just for example, when ARK added Nano Dimension to their fund, ticker symbol NNDM, people were investing in this fund. There was like a very tiny market cap in the low $100 million range. And because of that, NNDM went up like crazy because of this investment by ARK. People are investing in these ARK funds, therefore indirectly investing in Nano Dimension. So with that inflow of capital going into Nano Dimension, a stock that was barely looked at before, ARK adds it to the ETF. Therefore, so many funds go into this stock, making it go up. Also, the fact that ARK is buying this makes other people want to buy this stock directly because they trust ARK's investments, and therefore the stock went up like crazy. In the past year, Nano Dimension has gone up hundreds of percent, mainly because of this ARK investment. So I believe that the same type of thing can happen with this space ETF. With all of these space companies, 3D printing, satellites, a bunch of stuff that ARK wants to have in this ETF. Whenever this happens, people are going to see what ARK likes the most. They're going to see what's in this ETF, therefore investing, and this can be a massive catalyst for a lot of stocks that are going to be included in this ETF. So in this video, we're going to be looking at a bunch of stocks that I believe have a very good chance of being in this ETF and can be greatly affected positively in their stock price with all this influx of capital going into this space ETF, and also people copying ARK's investments by investing directly in these companies that could be the largest holdings in this ETF. And with this ETF looking likely to be launching this coming week, they filed with the SEC to open this on the 29th. Now it is yet to be seen if this will actually be the date because the SEC has to put this filing through and confirm it. So there could be a chance that this does get delayed, but as of right now, it is looking likely that the ETF will launch this week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video and let's look at some plays that could be hugely affected by this massive catalyst. So the first stock, and probably my favorite one overall that could be included in this ETF, is Gilat Satellite Networks, ticker symbol GILT. I actually made a full video on this one yesterday with my full thesis if you want to check that one out. But overall, just a quick basis. It's a small market cap sitting about $500 million, has a great technical setup, having a double bottom right off that $10 support level, and it is their 6th highest holding in the ARK Israel ETF, showing that ARK does already like this company a lot. It was actually the past #1 holding before the big 50% plus drop in this stock price. So Gilat is one of my main focuses on playing this ARK catalyst. I do think this does have a chance to be one of the top holdings, and it could be a huge mover because of this small market cap. So the next stock that I'm looking at to be in this ETF is Iridium Communications, ticker symbol IRDM. So this is a larger company with about a $5 billion market cap, so it won't be as affected, but this is one that I believe could be one of the top holdings in the overall ETF. So first off, taking a look at the technical setup, we can see that it's having a double bottom right off that $35 support level. The setup's looking really nice, down about 40% from highs this year, and it looks primed for a bounce and uptrend off this level. It's in a couple different of the ARK ETFs, showing that Cathie Wood and the ARK Invest team does like this company a lot. And it is one of these satellite communication companies, one of the things that ARK is looking for in this ETF. And one of the best things about ARK Invest and the ETFs is that Cathie Wood and the ARK team do not hide what they like. So for example, they have an email list every single day showing the stocks they bought and sold. You can also take a look at all of their ETFs, the top holdings, ranked from the highest to the lowest, sorting by percentages. So you can see overall which stocks the ARK Invest team has the highest conviction in. So it kind of gives us a good guess of what kind of companies could be in this ETF, and just also take into account what they want in this ETF. They want 3D printing, they want satellites, they want space exploration, and they want communications. So taking account into this, what they want in their fund, and also we can take a look at their top holdings, that gives us a good estimate of what could be in this fund, and that's where a lot of these thesis and speculation plays are based on of what I think may be in the ETF. So next up, 3D Systems Corp, ticker symbol DDD. This is a 3D printing play. We know that ARK already likes this one. It is in a couple of their funds, showing a solid setup as well, having a double bottom off that $24 support level. So next up, one, ticker symbol AONE. This can be the merger with Mark Forged, which makes AI-powered 3D printers. This one has a very solid setup as well, showing a bottom and bounce off that $11 support level. ARK already does have a pretty small position in one of their ETFs on this one, and this one does look likely that it will be included as well in the ETF. Next up, Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. This one, in my opinion, is almost a lock to be in this ETF. The company is going to be selling tickets for space travel, as we know. It is down a good amount from highs, giving a solid entry opportunity here. And like I was saying, I'd be shocked if this is not in the ETF, because this is pretty much exactly what ARK wants. Alright, so next up I'm going to be talking about a couple SPACs. First up, Atlas Crest Investment, ticker symbol ACIC. This can be the merger with Archer, essentially like an Uber service through the air, through drones. And there are a bunch of these companies out in SPACs, but the reason that I'm going with ACIC is because ARK already does have a position. So in my opinion, this is the most likely company to be in this ETF. ARK already does have a position in this one, so showing that they trust this company more than others in the same sector and same space. Then a couple more SPACs. I've talked about this one a bunch. This is Osprey Technology Acquisition, ticker symbol SFTW. This can be the merger with BlackSky, a satellite and data space company. Holicity, ticker symbol HOL. This can be the merger with Astra, another one of these space companies. Vector Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol VACQ, merger with Rocket Labs. Stable Road Acquisition, ticker symbol SRAC. This can be the merger with Momentus. And the good things about these SPACs is they are speculation, and the majority of these are not included in any ARK ETFs as of now. But the best thing is, and why I like these so much, they have that high floor and just low risk overall, because the SPACs, they have that net asset value and redemption price right at $10 per share. So pre-merger, they're not going to be dropping below $10 per share. They do have that floor price, and they cannot drop lower than that net asset value pre-merger. Even though some of these are the most speculative companies, I do think some of these offer the best risk reward for that low risk, especially in this crazy market right now. Next up, one that I believe has a pretty good chance of being in this ETF, Kratos Defense and Security Solutions, ticker symbol KTOS. They're in the cybersecurity and satellite communication space. The technical setup is showing a higher low off the support level, and it does look strong for an uptrend from here, and one that is very likely, in my personal opinion, for being in this ETF. Next up, Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM. We all know that ARK loves this company. It's one of their largest positions overall in their ETF holdings, and is very, very likely to be included in this new ARKX ETF. So taking a look at the technical setup, we can see that it is showing a potential higher low off that $8 support level. It is down a good amount from highs, showing a much healthier valuation, and the upcoming catalyst of the ARK Space ETF could send this one right back up. Next up, Desktop Metal, ticker symbol DM. This one is down 50% plus from highs. It's in the 3D printing space, and ARK already does have a position, exactly what they want. It is at a great valuation to be buying in right now, and is a very good chance to be in this ETF for the potential catalyst to send this one back up. Next up, XONE, ticker symbol XONE. This is one that I like a ton to be in this ARK ETF. It's their largest holding out of everything, and their 3D printing ETF, showing over 8% total of this ETF. Really nice technical setup, showing a double bottom off support, and is a small market cap sitting right above $600 million. So this one could be a big mover when and if included in this ETF. Next up, Maxar Technologies, ticker symbol MAXR. They provide intelligence and space infrastructure as a company. It did just find a bottom off the support level, showing a potential uptrend from here, and one that has a pretty good chance of being in this ETF. So obviously a lot of these companies are speculation whether or not they're included in this ETF. It's just my guess and a couple that I'm watching. There's also a bunch of others that I did not talk about in this video, such as Lockheed Martin, a near lock to be in this ETF, ticker symbol LMT. But in my opinion, it's already a $100 billion market cap. It is a solid value right now, but it's not going to be a big mover from being in this ETF just because it's already such a large company. It's going to take a huge amount of money to move this stock at all. So make sure you're doing all your research on these companies. Obviously, this video was more rapid fire, just me throwing out some ideas. Always look into these companies before buying any. Do your own due diligence, because this is obviously just speculation and just my thoughts and some ideas that I'm throwing out there for some companies to look into. If I had to pick my top 3 from this list of some that I think have a very good chance of being included and could be very big movers from this potential catalyst, I would go number 1 being Gilat Satellites, ticker symbol GILT. Number 2, XONE, ticker symbol XONE. And number 3, Iridium Communications, ticker symbol IRDM. So there's my top 3 and just a bunch of ideas I'm throwing out there for you to look into. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope this video was beneficial to this potential catalyst that I believe could be a huge market mover and potentially make the space sector the next hot sector in the market. So something to make an eye on. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you're interested in joining the private Discord chat, getting alerts every time I buy and sell a stock, having access to ask me any questions, getting nightly watch lists, and also having full access to my short-term and long-term portfolios, The link is down below if you want to get 2 free stocks on Webull, up to $250 in free Bitcoin through BlockFi, or $30 for free for signing up for M1 Finance. Those links are down below as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. It does help me out a ton. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Let's get rich.